So I was just on the phone with my friend and we were talking about the power of thinking short term. This is a mindset shift that has helped me start and scale my business. So I wanted to share this with you guys here because I think a lot of people get so caught up in this long-term thought process, this tendency to think that they're being responsible by thinking long-term when it comes to growing their business. But I remember when I started my business, I remember sitting down and for 5 hours trying to write out a plan to get to 10K per month. That was my goal. And that's pretty much everyone's goal when they start a business. You ask pretty much everyone, that's what they'll say. They'll say, oh, I want to be able to travel. A lot of people say, oh, I want to get into investment properties. They have no idea. They're just repeating what they think they want. Okay. But that was exactly me when I started my business. I had picked a goal and that's what I was focused on. I was focused on my goal rather than the inputs, the daily activities that was going to get me to that goal. So when you focus on that goal, what happens a lot of times is you become overwhelmed that you're not making quick progress on it. You don't know actually how to get to that goal because you're so far away from it. And it just becomes so discouraging that you end up making no progress and making no money. Now, this all changed for me when I started thinking short term. When I started thinking short term, I began to focus on the daily activities that were going to help me grow my business. So just thinking on instead of figuring out how can I get to 10K per month with my business, figure out how to get to 1K per month. Think about how can I get my first $500 per month client on board? If you focus on that, you'll see it's a much more tangible path than trying to build up this roadmap for something you've never done before. If you aren't at 5, 6, 8K per month, you have no idea how to get to 10K per month. You haven't done it yet, and you're probably so far away that you'll need a whole different set of systems and tools to get there. So focus on the short-term activities that are gonna get you to this goal. And I know this has helped a lot of entrepreneurs when they can exist in this vacuum, when they don't focus on the goal, they completely forget making money. How do I get from 0 to 1? That's all I want. I don't want to get rich. I don't want to make 10K per month. How can I just get this one thing done? Then you have a very crystal clear goal that you're closer to, so you can build momentum as you get to these little goals along the way. But I know there's another entrepreneur, Iman Ghazi, if you guys are familiar with him. He's an incredible marketer, incredible entrepreneur. I think he's made 100 million at 24. So he's done it, right? He's doing great. Something that I saw he said was when he started his agency, his first business, he did not know what an agency was. And I think that was such an advantage for him because he wasn't watching content from YouTubers who had tried to scale their agencies super quick. There was no videos on YouTube of oh, I scaled my agency from 0 to 30K in 6 months. So he had nothing to compare himself to. He had no frame of reference. He had nothing to feel bad about. And he was just okay, how do I focus on getting to that next step? And I know with him, he was just happy to get a client, just to be making money with selling online services. That was exciting for him. So he was able to build that momentum, focus on the little things that actually made the difference rather than sulking over not being at 10K per month. I think a lot of YouTube content too discourages this. A lot of YouTube content shows the long-term vision. Most of the YouTubers you're watching now are showing you what 100K per month gets them or $1 million per month gets them. But if you can tune that out, you'll be able to focus on the tactical inputs. And that's what matters, right? It's all about building your character and building your business, doing the things every single day that are going to help you scale. So try to tune out those guys who are making a lot more money than you. Yes, they might be where you want to be way down the line, but a lot of times the best person you can learn from is just a couple steps away from you, just a couple steps ahead of you. So focus on the short term. If you do that, you'll focus on the inputs, the things that actually make the difference. You'll be less miserable. You'll have more action steps. And because you're doing that, you'll start to see those little wins compound. You'll start to see them aggregate. So think short term. That's the lesson for today, boys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to shoot me a message on Instagram. I'd love to connect with you all, and I'll see you in the next one.